Hello, welcome to Also Driven. I'm Jim,
I'm Siôn.
and he is going to judge your modifications. So as some of you guys know, I work for the Louwman Motor Museum, so I had to go to Amsterdam this weekend to pick up a car for them, but unfortunately it has all fallen through. So I gave him a quick call to Tennessee and said, everything is bought and paid for.
Transport and accommodation.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? And they went, go have a fun weekend in Amsterdam. So we decided that we would take a fun car. And what car are we going to take?
The most Dutch car ever, the Volvo 340, of course. My green 1981 Volvo 345 DL 1.4.
That's a very technical answer.
I know.
Anyway, and how reliable is your Volvo 340 DL 1.4?
345. Very up until about a year ago.
Okay, yes. We got about 4 miles in it and it broke down. So thankfully we have the trailer with us. So you'll see a little montage of all the things here where it all went horribly wrong. Tell the ladies and gentlemen at home what you're doing.
Trying to make my car work. So I've checked for spark. There's definitely spark because I've got an electric shock from the spark plug. So checking for fuel. There's definitely fuel going into the carburetor.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit kind of at a loss.
Well, looks like we have success. Did I flood it? Yes, we're in the middle of Milton. And yes, the Volvo, I just had to push it around the corner. It's dead. It's actually been a really long time since I've been stuck at the side of the road, like completely stranded. Well, the cavalry has finally arrived. Do you want a hand? This week has not been a good week for automotive adventures, and it looks like the Volvo is not going to Amsterdam. So then we decided we would take the Metro, which is that very small dark shape there behind us. Yes.
So I drove back from the unit in the Metro. It drove brilliantly. It's such a plucky little car and it has so much guts. It's so confident, which is ridiculous for a tiny 998cc little car with a 4-speed whiny gearbox. But it pulls so well and the power delivery is so smooth. Anyway, it doesn't have a working heater.
Yeah.
It's quite cold.
Yeah.
And it is January, and January in the Netherlands is about 4 degrees. And I know Jim quite well, and he does like his creature comforts, particularly warmth.
So that now leaves us with the Peugeot or the Panda.
Which passed its MOT today, literally this afternoon, about an hour and a half ago.
Yes, and they were very pernickety about the colour of my indicators.
Oh yeah, they did. They said your indicators had faded.
Yeah, I think it was possibly the world's fussy MOT.
Yeah, which is good because we were a bit worried about it passing the MOT in the first place, because we'd had that massive bill, if you remember, last year, and now it was going through the MOT. You're a bit like, oh god, I hope there's not something else majorly wrong with it that we didn't know, having spent £900 fixing other bits. But anyway, all good. Yay.
So, that, and then there's the Peugeot over there, which I have managed to top 100 miles to the gallon in the past
You
with.
have 101 miles per gallon.
Yes.
Winning.
So which one should we take? Should we take the Panda or should we take the Peugeot?
You can't really see either of them. Well, I would say the funnest choice would be the Peugeot, because the reason why I think you're considering not taking it, that it's not fun enough, is because it is so capable. You forget it's 33 years old.
Yeah,
it does not
true.
feel 33 years old. It's still quite eccentric to take a 33-year-old Peugeot 106 diesel base
continental
model
Europe.
to continental Europe for a weekend. Like, that's quite mad.
Okay, I'm convinced we're going to take the Peugeot, so
right,
we better
do it.
get moving because we've got about an hour to get on the road before we have to get the boat. Oh, right, okay, if we're taking the car, we need to get one of these on it, don't we?
Yeah, christening it with a UK sticker.
We're probably pretty sure this car's probably never left the UK
I
before.
would be very surprised if it's left the UK before.
Because we just clocked over, 40,000 miles on it?
Yeah, and it's 33 years old.
Yeah, so first time outside the UK.
Let's say.
Okay, I've got the Peugeot all set up, we've got our bags in it, we're all ready to go.
Good, and I've checked the oil and the water and the screen wash all are present and correct.
And we have no tools and no spares and no cable ties and no sticky tape. So, okay, so what are we going to do? This is a completely pointless trip to Amsterdam because it just turned up out of the blue. So what are we going to do while we're in Amsterdam?
Well, I would recommend that, Jim has never tried bitterballen, and I think bitterballen are excellent. They are a lovely snack to go with your, beer if you like beer, or white wine or something like that pre-dinner.
Okay,
Snack.
we're going to get some bitter balance. We're going to get some tulips. We're going to get
Yeah.
some, what else do they do in the Netherlands?
Waffles, like
Waffles?
what are they called? Stroop waffles.
Okay, so that's the
Stroop
three
waffles.
things. So we got to get bitter balance, waffles, and tulips.
Tulips.
Get some tulips.
But
Okay.
don't bring back the bitter balance, they're hot. They'll they'll be nasty if you bring them back. You have to eat them. They're just for you to enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
All
come
right.
with a little mustard dip. They're deep fried. And they come in a little basket usually.
Okay.
They're lovely. Enjoy them.
Anyway, let's see how we get on.
And I'm not going.
Oh yeah, sorry. Current Mr. McGill's going. Good luck.
I'm going to Oxford for a conference tomorrow. Yay me.
See you on Sunday.
Bye. Safe journey.
So we have arrived and we're on board the ship. So I'll give you a look around the cabin. So this is our cabin on Stena Britannica. Are you enjoying the view, dear?
Oh, yes.
The current Mr. McGill here is having a nice look out. Harwich never looked so pretty, did it? There's also a terribly nice bathroom as well. Hello, bathroom. Oh, no tiles. Where are the tiles? Ah, found the tiles. They're on the bed. Have to say, Harwich is maybe not the prettiest place in the world, is it? Well, you'll not forget what sort of ship you're on. It's a Stena ship! Oh, heading out to sea, so... catch it all in the morning. Morning from the queue for customs. Ooh, well-travelled American expat there in his Dodge Caravan. This is the thing I really like about the Netherlands. There is plenty of parking on the streets. We were able to park right outside the cafe we wanted to go to, but people still choose not to use cars. Most people are on public transport or bikes. It's a nice mix. It's the what would you say? It's the carrot as opposed to the stick that we get in the UK not to use our cars. So apparently this is the best French toast a woman on TripAdvisor has ever had. It's not really Witherspoons, is it? We are here. Yes, Louwman? Have we decided how you pronounce this? The Louwman? Anyway, they have a lovely little collection of exhibits down in the parking garage. So if you get bored looking at BYD seals over there, they have a Mazda. Is that the Cosmo? The rotary engine one? Lovely Volvo, Saab. Oh, one of those Lancias with like the doors that, yeah, suicide doors at the back. I think they're pillarless, aren't they? What do we got? We got an Anglia. Dad's car, the DeLorean. They get everywhere, don't they? And what we got at the back here? Got an Austin up above. And a what? Answers on a postcard on that one. Anyway, let's go inside. Louwman. This is a bit posh. Yeah, this is a bit posh. I don't think it's me. I don't think it's actually a bit posh. I think we're going to start off with the very old stuff, so let's skip that fairly quickly. It's the dawn of motoring and transport. So one of the oldest cars in the world, according to them, is this Didion, which is nice because most places usually have a copy of that Daimler-Benz that Bertha Benz drove. So nice to see something a little bit different, even if this one does run on steam. It is the 106's great grandpa. I think I prefer the 106. Well, this is actually quite interesting. It was an American trend just over 100 years ago. These are really the first off-roaders. This one's an International Harvester, and it's from about 1901. And the ground clearance and the big wheels was basically so you could drive it off-road because most of America didn't have roads. Oh, they just had to have one. Every museum has to have one of these. I think it's some sort of rule. They have one of the cars from Genevieve, which is quite cool. You know, the 1955 film. So I have that. They actually have two of them, but the other one's off on loan at the minute. The actual Genevieve. These would have been really handy when we had the smart car, which was pretty much like driving 100 years ago. Now that is a picnic hamper. And I do like my picnics. Oh, first ever electric race car set. 1915, American. Oh, really interesting collection of cars here. So let's see, fingering, yes, so that is a Lloyd MPV. It's not really an MPV, but it's what we'd call it now. So like the original Multipla or the Volkswagen bus. Amazingly, that one only had a 600cc engine and could do like 19 horsepower. Then you go to Suzuki, Corolla, one of the little Honda sports cars. I think that one's the S600. Then you got the Suzuki. We think we called them the Whiz Kid. And then we're kind of moving up. What have we got? Some police cars here. Renault, Trabants, 2CV up at the top. Oh, 2CV looks interesting. I think it's one of the twin engine ones. And a Toyota. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we got a Corona, Toyota Corona. That's quite cool. Nice little collection of cars. Some kind of interesting things on this side. So we've got a 1950s Fiat that was designed to look like a boat for as a promotional tool for a sailing company. We've got a Chrysler Airflow up there at the back. And then we obviously have the Amphi cars, which are seaworthy. And then a little beach car based on the 850 by Michelotti. So that's kind of cool. Ooh, this is all very cozy. 1920s little caravan. Oh yeah, I like that. That would be cozy. Oh, lots of microcars. So we've got this little weird double-doored thing, the Zundap, I think. I can't probably pronounce that terribly well. But your passengers get in the back, driver gets in the front. And then just endless little microcars. Oh, that's the bigger Isetta. So that one's got a lot more luggage space in the back of it as opposed to the original. So I suppose that's closer to what we have at the minute because it's got the hatchback and the big load space. Well, that needs no introduction. They really do have an amazing collection of cars and they're all beautifully laid out. And a few star cars as well. A couple of cars from The Godfather. One of the ones that didn't get blown up like that poor Alfa Romeo. This is interesting. So this is an Armstrong, which in 1896 developed the first ever petrol-electric hybrid. So there you go. It's all you, Toyota. It wasn't your idea after all. In case you ever wanted a real close-up of the Spirit of Ecstasy, that's what she looks like. Ooh, she's quite scary looking. Definitely a question of taste with this Pegaso. I think, are they Spanish? Hold on, I'll go look at the card. Yes, Spanish. I'm just looking at the detailing on this and oh my God, it's extreme. Red wall tires, green interior, yellow paint, huge glass bubble hatch at the back. Yeah, that's definitely different. Oh, the Belgians actually had police Porsches. Instead of them being the flying squad, they were known as the Porsche squad. Oh wow, we got some concept cars. So that's a Maserati by Giugiaro. Giugiaro. Oh, I wish Matteo was here. He'd be able to tell me how to pronounce it properly. Oh God, that's a Swiss company that make bonkers stuff. I'm pretty sure Lane's got one of these. Oh no, it's not. It's Pininfarina. That's different. What we got after this? Let's see, what's this one? Oh, it's a Lagonda. Okay, interesting. That's nice. Oh, it's a Fiat. Okay, it's not so nice at the back. It looks a bit bonkers. We got a little Abarth. And oh God, that's one of those really hideous Rolls Royces. Oh, it is the one that I thought it was. It's the one with the onboard toilet. God, I really remember these Toyota rally cars in the 80s. Yes, things are getting a little bit more interesting now, I think. Ah, Mr. Bond. We expect you to use all your gadgets that we give you for your film. Got all the gadgets, the rotating number plates, the machine guns that come out of the side lights. Got the tech inside, and it's got the bulletproof screen at the rear. I think it's from Russia with Love, this one's from. But yes, it is actually a genuine screen used Bond car. This just goes on and on and on. I think we're in the Italian section. There's Alfa Romeo over there. There's Ferrari over there. This is just insane. How many more floors there is of this? What, another 2 downstairs? 1 or 2? There's another one upstairs. Yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth a visit. So that is an exact replica of the R-34 Zeppelin that would cross the Atlantic in the 1930s. Have to say, they do try to make it look as glamorous as possible, even if it does look like you're inside sort of like a big bunch of scaffolding. It's just full of everything. You bored yet? Oh, that's good. Wow, this is a 1930s land yacht. With an upper deck. Okay, let's see if I can get in there. Oh, yes, you could, I mean, this is the equivalent of sitting in, like, you know, in Starbucks with your laptop. This Josh one is like an opera box inside. That is amazing. Absolutely massive too. German car manufacturer from the 20s. Apparently they didn't make very many. Can't think why. Oh, the Dutch having a little bit of a claim to fame. Very technically advanced. And it is a Spyker from the Netherlands. Interesting front end on it. It's quite nice. Wow, it's one of the original Docker Daimlers with their flamboyant interior. This one is zebra. But yes, the Dockers owned a Daimler in the 1950s, and every year they would make one of these very flamboyant cars for Lady Docker to drive around in. But England at the time was very much recovering from the war, and these things were hideously expensive, and it was seen as very bad taste to be sort of flouting your wealth like this. So Lord Docker was removed from the board of Daimler, and the cars were generally stripped of their flamboyance and sold on. But this one's been restored back to its original condition. It originally had an ivory dashboard, but they've actually changed it to a wooden one as part of the restoration. The depth of, you know, how they display things is fantastic. This is one of the Maharaja's Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and they've actually given it a themed room to be displayed in to match the opulence of India in the 1920s. More cars of the Maharaja. And they're having a little chat with Jay Leno there on the TV about it. This is just pure history. I mean, upstairs we had Churchill's car, and then downstairs you have Kaiser Wilhelm II's car, the last emperor of Germany, exiled to the Netherlands after World War I. You just never know what you're going to see next here. So, first of all, you've got the desk of the founder of Toyota's son. And then this is the oldest Toyota in the world. It's 1936 AA. They were literally thought to have none of these were left in the world. Not even Toyota has one. And then they found this in Russia a few years ago, and they had it exported to the museum. So not even Toyota own a model of this car. There's literally none in the world except for this one, this 1936 AA. Crazy. You even get a street scene from turn of the century. This is quite cool. And of course, obviously, it leads down to a cafe with more street scenes. Yeah, this is very cool. That man is questioning his life choices. Let's see if I can let you know why. Yep, he's on top of this thing and not inside it. It's weird when you see something like this because you go, I've seen this on Tomorrow's World, well, via YouTube, but yeah, it was a little electric two-seater congestion busting car from the late 60s. One of the things I really like about the museum is they have a lot of stuff which is actually in original unrestored condition, which is kind of fun. This is a little electric car from the 40s, 42. And it's plugged in and allegedly charging up, but I don't think it's probably seen electricity since Winston Churchill was Prime Minister. So this 1915 Cadillac actually has the world's first mobile telephone built into the car, although it's not how you think. He would have to pull up beside a telephone pole and run a wire to the telephone network. Strangely enough, it was ordered by an executive of a telephone company. Ooh, it's one of those like Toyota 2000 GTs. These are achingly beautiful, they really are. So there's only about 350 of them were made, and obviously the famous one for the Bond movie where they turned it into a convertible because Sean Connery didn't fit. But yeah, that is a really beautiful car. Oh, Tatra. I've had a go on one of these. They're positively lethal. I'll show you a photograph. I was a lot younger. This is possibly the weirdest thing here. It's a 1939 custom Lincoln, which has been put onto a Chevrolet Blazer platform, so that you can load a Harley Davidson into the back of it. As you do. Oh, this is really cute. It's like a 57 prototype DAF. It's completely unrestored, apparently. It even still has its little factory designation of prototype in the windscreen, written in chalk, hanging off the mirror. Oh, you can't do anything without having a Citroen DS. Is this one you want to take home?
Yeah, they make some comfort.
Oh, comfort. Yes, definitely. Oh, yes, really one of the early ones. So it's got the very space-age dashboard. The Volvo P thingy 444. All I remember is the 4 stands for 4 seats, 4 cylinders and 4-stroke. But this one's one of the kind of the early ones. It's got this weird thing on the roof. So in the UK, we had trafficators. In Sweden, they had the indicators on the roof, but they got rid of it in about 1953 or so because it was nonsense. Oh, someone has come to the museum in their classic Opel Rekord. That's very nice. Very good condition for 70s car. Love the wheels on that. They're obviously a later model because they're definitely not 13s. So that was the Louwman Museum. I don't know. Sean probably wouldn't have approved because they didn't have any Volvo 340s. Although they probably all broke down on the way to the museum. I don't know. But anyway, onwards and upwards off towards Amsterdam now. We're just looking at their hedgerows and we're actually convinced that they're all supposed to look like cars. I'm pretty sure they are supposed to look like cars. They definitely look like cars. I think the museum is very popular with the Fiat set, which is a shame because they have no Fiats on display except for those like custom ones that look like boats or beaches. Ah, the clattery old French diesel engine. And the beauty of Amsterdam. Arrived at the hotel. Better get unpacked and go find somewhere to actually park because I can't park there. Right, that's him checked in hotel. Me gotta go find parking space for Junior here. Panda! Finally got parked, so that's as far as we're going to be going with our little Peugeot now. Everything else for the next 24 hours is going to be on foot. Bye. Look after yourself. Enjoy Amsterdam. Morning from Amsterdam.
Good morning.
We basically just got in and died yesterday. It was a very early start yesterday morning, and we went for food last night. And here's a selection of some of the cars that I seen on the way because Amsterdam's perfect for old cars. I'm pretty sure one of the parking solutions to Amsterdam is, well, if you bring your car into the city, there's a slight chance it might fall in a canal, and that's a bit of a deterrent to keep people from coming in. Amies, or its cousin, the Opal Rocks, are incredibly popular in Amsterdam. They do seem to love them. But parking here is so brave. One more foot and you've got a very wet Ami. Oh, it's one of these new electric Hyundais. Like, as in, sort of, Grande Panda-sized electric Hyundai. Not seen one before. It's pretty cool. I like that. We need smaller electric cars, I think. Okay, getting breakfast is harder than I thought it would be. That place was cute out, but then again, it was one of the #1 rated places for breakfast in Amsterdam. But yeah, it's all very pretty here. Breakfast is sorted. Well, that's us fed and watered. Back to the hotel. Need to go get the car, and I think we're going to go do some plane spotting. Maybe a bit of lunch somewhere in between. Yes, I know, that's a Citroen BX behind me right now. Oh, but before we go anywhere, oh, bubbles. Amsterdam is just so full of interesting cars. Oh, we have a bicycle about to run me over. But yes, that is an Ami I'm walking past right now. And this is the reason why I have dragged Alan, like, round the canals, because I wanted to come and see this. Oh, it's cute, isn't it?
It's cute.
See, I think this is the future of small cars. See, this is the reason why I think this is the future of small cars, is that they just need to make these things do about 50 miles an hour and be a little bit more crash worthy and sell them for about £14,000. And I think, and we're going to get run over, and I think that is actually the future of small cars. Because a lot of small cars are just far, far, far too complicated for what we need. And for 90% of the time, if this could do about 150 miles and maybe about 50 miles an hour, I think it would be perfect. Alan is now signaling at me to move. I'm going to get run over by a little electric truck. Bye, little electric truck. That's actually the first one of those I've seen in the wild outside of Turin. So anyway, onwards and upwards. I don't get this whole DIY tea thing, because all it makes is something that is not tea. Yes, I'm turning into a grumpy old man. So this is Dam Square, and I was here before one time, and with a police car, and we thought we were Top Gear, and I'll give you an American police car, and the Dutch police turned up, just shrugged their shoulders and walked off. I'll let you see a clip of that. That's why you worry about letting me out on my own, isn't it? This is our first task complete. We have managed to get some bitter balls, so Sean has gone on endlessly about these, so let's see if they are as good as he makes out. Well, I'd have to say it's another one of these examples where Sean and I have a disagreement when it comes to food, because I think they're okay, but wouldn't be dying about them. Sorry, Sean. I thought we'd actually have to go to a garden centre to get these, but they actually have them in the middle of Amsterdam. But again, what is Amsterdam famous for?
Tulips.
Oh, you're going for the multicoloured ones?
I don't know. What we did that?
I'd like some red ones.
Red ones?
Yes, red tulips. Red? Yes, red tulips. So some multicoloured and some red?
Well, we can match and get some.
Okay, well, okay, that's the second challenge done now. So we've had bitter bowling, we've got some tulips.
All in
So
the last half hour.
what was the last thing we had to do? Oh God, we're really useless at this. Well, this wasn't difficult. I mean, they're literally just across from the shop we got the tulips from. So that's our final thing. We had to get some waffles. You really can't take this tulip stuff too far. Tulip umbrellas. I really don't know why we didn't call our channel that. Yes, Amsterdam is just a classic car spotter's paradise. And yes, that is a very nice 3 Series that we've just walked past. Okay, moment of truth. Will all the technology work? So I had to put my number plate in to pre-register the car. So, whoop, boop, 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 boop. Well, hey! Go technology. Sometimes technology, I think, is here to drive us nuts, but in this case, that was quite nice. It just all worked. Okay. Yes, Amsterdam's a lot of fun to drive around, I have to say. Fun means very stressful. Lots of bikes, lots of pedestrians, lots of other cars, most of which aren't Dutch, and they're all tourists.
In a quarter of a mile.
Yes, as you can sort of see, it is absolute chaos. There's just people and bicycles and bicycle tours. Hey, they'll wave. Hello, boys. Yes, absolute chaos. Doing a little plane spotting at the airport, and we've found the perfect perch. The Peugeot's got a pop-out sunroof. We went to the bakery earlier, didn't we? And we got stuff and things here, don't we? Yes, very, very nice stuff and things. Still have a cream bun. It's a little bit the worse for wear, but it's not too bad. Oh, we've got a cinnamon in there, and then we have Montalbano's favourite Sicilian cannoli. So I'll have half a pistachio and you can have the other. Yep, looks like our diet starts again tomorrow. This is life goals right here. Singapore Airlines 747 cargo coming in. It's going to be quite a rare one because like these are all going to be gone probably very soon. Oh, and if that's quite cool. Yes, we're secret planes. 747 in. Yes, I know, it's very sad, but I don't care. It's quite cool to see stuff like this. And it goes down behind the tree. Alan has pointed out to me that walking around car parks in the rain looking at old cars is probably sadder than watching jumbo jets in the sunshine with a coffee. They do have a very nice coffee, by the way, at the burger van over there, just if you happen to be here. We have now decamped to the airport. And not for the usual reasons, which is because I normally am leaving Alan off and he flies off somewhere. No, they have a viewing terrace, which is somewhere down here. So, and it's got a very interesting display on the roof. The fun thing about this is you can park right at the airport in short stay car park for about £7.50 for an hour. You can't even drop some people off at an airport in England for that. So this is what makes this viewing viewing platform on top of the terminal a little bit different compared to a lot of other ones. It's got an actual plane. I'm not sure if that's a particularly good thing to name your plane. Oh well. I'm really surprised how up close and personal you can get with the planes. Oh, we got a luggage carrier, got a little fuel truck thing going. Another little tug. And the ubiquitous Peugeot Citroen van thing. There you go, all very exciting. Oh, what's happening down there? Someone's making a noise. Oh, they're bringing some more luggage out. Oh, we have some luggage action going on to the Flying Dutchman. And we have a Transvaal plane coming out. It's going to be taking off just on a tug at the minute there. Yeah, little tug. Yep, someone's luggage heading off to somewhere nice and fun, wherever that may be. Oh, wouldn't be a European airport without a Ryanair. Oh, very old G-Wagon has just pulled up. That looks really ancient. Ooh, China Airlines cargo plane, 777, lifting off to Mumbai, where it's probably just arrived here from China with all your Temu crap, and now it's heading off to India for whatever reason. It's a big boy. And he's powering up those big old engines. Boy, he's loud. Unfortunately, we'll not catch him taking off. We're at the wrong angle, but still impressive to see. He's a heavy one. And off he goes into the distance. And he's powering the engines up. Getting the Dreamliner into gear. There he goes. Would be nice if you could see them take off, but you know what? It's pretty special that you can actually get this close to the airliners as they are taxiing about. And he disappears off. Oh, we've got a Saudi Dreamliner coming up now. This one's heading off to Jeddah. And it's our last one of the day. It's DHL and it's heading off to London. What sort of plane's that one?
A300.
A300. Fully loaded. It's full of tulips. It's going to London with all the tulips, of course. And away it goes. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They have this old Fokker 100 on top of the roof of Schiphol Airport. So in the summertime, it's open and you can actually get on board and go for a little walk through it, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Alan has wanted to play with one of the wheels since we got here. So, do the wheels work? Can you play with the wheels? Well, does it work? There you go, you got to spin the wheels on an airliner. Well, that's our little trip to Amsterdam over. Oh, we got a shot of it. There we go, that's quite unusual. We get a shot of a
Car
plane.
Museum yesterday.
Car Museum planes today. So we're heading down to the Hook of Holland to get a pizza and then get a ferry back to England tonight. So we'll catch you later on. Okay, this is a first. Adverts on the pump handle. Weird. Well, we've arrived on the boat. We're on our way back to England. So, cheers. See you in the morning. I'll have a chat with Siôn, let him know how we got on. And we're back in Cambridge. So, you sent me on a mission to do 3 things in Amsterdam, in a city which bans diesels that are made before 2009.
Oh, well,
as we only
that.
found out when we got there.
Yes.
Thankfully, we didn't get caught on.
Oh, good.
Anyway, so I did have some Bitterbomb.
Good. Did you like them?
No.
Oh no! Why
Well,
didn't you like them?
It tastes like mush.
Yeah, it's like deep fried beige. What more do you want? It's
It was
beautiful.
fine. We had some wine with it. It was
Good,
fine.
good.
Right, we will move over now to the boot of the car.
Before we get to the boot of the car, Jim has brought me some presents in the boot, but he's also given me one extra present, which I didn't know about, which is the Peugeot has a pop-out sunroof, which Jim worked out how to unclip whilst he was in Amsterdam.
It's the height of the
Airport.
80s. That was the thing
Yeah.
of the 80s.
I
Pop-out
knew
sunroofs.
it would, but I just couldn't work out how to do the clips, and I didn't want to break it, so I just left it alone. But Mr. Jim here is braver with the little red clips, and it pops out. It's great. So we discovered we now have basically a convertible
Okay, to the boot.
to the boot.
Right, open up.
Okay.
And as we have our very old-fashioned picnic
Yes.
blanket in there,
And
we
warning
have
triangle for Franceland. Or for
indeedy, and for some reason a clutch cable.
The clutch cable's at the end of its adjustment, so I thought I'd keep one in the car just in case.
Okay, so we have a little bag which
It's
has
got pictures of windmills.
yes, Dutch things. There's windmills. There's hookers.
Colonisations.
Yes, and bridges
Yeah.
over canals,
bridges, lots of
and an arranged wedding with a sailor. So anyway,
what we brought?
tulips from Amsterdam. Tulips from Amsterdam.
Oh, okay, those aren't the kind of tulips I was expecting, but cool. all
Okay,
right.
there is a thing though. You do need to plant them now.
Okay, off you go.
Like you can't wait weeks. You have to be done now.
Okay,
Okay.
go.
And the other thing was, you have some honey waffles because they're not quite as sweet as the other ones.
Honigstroopwafel.
Yeah.
Why is it in English?
Because we bought it in the tourist trap.
Okay. Honigstroopwafel.
Yeah. So there you go. That's your two.
Oh, biologische. Wat is biologische?
Okay, for those of us who don't speak Dutch.
Organic.
Oh right. Okay. Yes, it was a tourist trap.
Oh, cool. I look forward to enjoying them.
So there we go. Successfully managed to get to Amsterdam and back in a £400 car, and no one paid us £5,000 to do it,
No, cool.
which is a bit of a shame, really, because I could do with £5,000. Anyway, he seems happy with his lot. We'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.